I've talked about this before. You gotta be a glass half full kind of person, and especially in this world with everything going on. And I was always taught to bring people with you because success by yourself doesn't really mean much. So if you're with somebody, you get to share that experience and share those moments with people. Really kind of builds your character and builds their character, and in that trust. Especially a lot of stuff that goes on in our weight room right now is all based on trust and making sure that the guy to your left and right, you can trust on that person, because if you can't, when they go on the field, it's going to be a bad deal. So the whole situation with Jamarco, yeah, I remember that. We talk about it every now and then, because he'll tell people that story all the time. He's like, "Oh, bro, this dude, he got underneath me and did these push-ups with me." I mean, it's just, I would expect him to do the same for me, and it was just like one of those type deals. So.
Did someone do that for you to start with? I know it's a lot of times like a pay it forward moment where you're like, wow, I have to do this in return. Did that happen to you?
Oh, I watched Drew Basil do that to some offensive line when I first got here. Drew Basil was a kicker in 2013. Yeah, 13-14 season. And just kind of one of those moments you're like, whoa, that's different. I used to that kind of stuff, especially being a small town, Austin town, so it wasn't something I was used to. See something like that and be like, hey, I want to be able to do that same thing. And we've done it. There's guys who've done it again. You see more guys doing that kind of stuff, and that's really what this team's based on, is that trust and that character between the brothers.
How important is that now, this moment in the season, at this time in the season moving forward?
I mean, because we are all we have. I said it after the locker room after the win the other day. I said, this is the people in this room, the people that matter. The people, the uncles, the aunts, the friends, the classmates. Those people don't really matter. It's who's in this room is what matters, and that's who we go to war with. So to have that established trust and brotherhood, that's what matters to us.
So you played Wisconsin and then Penn State back-to-back. Maryland's going to play Michigan and you back-to-back. What's the challenge, and especially the second game, of having to play one of those continents?
We talked about this before. I mean, it's just tough. I mean, but it's part of the program. It's part of the schedule. I mean, Wisconsin had to play us and somebody back-to-back as well. 5 in a row prime time, and it's part of the Big Ten. And you just got to show up every week, and you can't take anybody lightly. We're going into this week. Maryland just coming off a loss to the team up north. They're going to come out. They're going to come out for us, and that's what we have to make sure we don't take these guys lightly by any means, and just go out there and execute.
Joey, logistically, just to go back to those push-ups, how does that work? You're a pretty big dude, and Jamarco's a pretty big guy. I'm trying to just picture in my mind how those.
Well, what happens in that weight room is crazy. So, trust me, there's been some superhuman moments. A lot of credit to Coach Meg, but. Yeah, he was struggling. I mean, he was going up to finish a push-up. If anybody's, try to they're burn out on a push-up, and he's starting to fail, crawl underneath them, and just finish it off. So it's just kind of not one of those moments I like to brag about, because it's just that's not who I am. Weight room numbers really don't matter. It's just, I can do this, I can do that. Okay, cool. So he needed help. My brother was there to help him, and that's what matters.
That strength